not my way. It's just my will. Everything I done can't come around to haunt me. Everything about me starts to run. Most of the world is dying all around me. Everything I own, I know I bought. You can't see the black inside. Saves the flesh, but it scars the pride. Anytime I run, I come right back again. Thinking all the time spent so confused. Moving negative and remain irreversible. Giving all the tools that I have used. This must be you, my sister. My son, my hands they start to blister, but the things I kill are only one I've done.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to From the Slab. I am Monkey Boy, and this is Chris, and it's a brand new day. And Chad is already drunk. Hi, Chad. How are you?
That makes two of us.
What the hell is that shit? Yeah, it's a new world, Chad, man. Everything's MP3s and Bluetoothing, and the teeth are blue, and...
Man, I haven't bought a CD since...
Hello, Tony.
2010.
Really? I buy them all the time. I don't have a CD player.
Yeah.
I still buy them, though. I just support people.
I buy the digital version.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't buy. They don't really. They don't get as much money off of that.
Sure.
Hello, Jason. Good evening.
Our reigning champion.
Yes. Just so you are aware. Just so you're aware. If you want to be in the game tonight, just go ahead and put it in the comments section that I want to play, and you're good. Hold on. Hey, Schmitty, what time you guys go on at Joyland? Will we?
7.
We will be on at what time? I don't know, who's he talking to, you or me? Because we're both
Both.
playing.
Yes.
Honestly, let's say 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know the lineup as of yet as to when everybody's going, but 7 o'clock is when the music's going to start.
It's a safe bet. Come early, stay late.
Come early, stay late. Come all over the place. That's the thing to do. This is
See, we weren't lying about being in the same room all
right.
this time.
It's just been weird. It's been. I like Chris's shirt. Chris's shirt too.
You.
I am fucking there, he says.
Awesome.
Well, that's good. You can fuck there. You can fuck anywhere you'd like. I'm good with it. So this was a lot of fun, this movie. The Last House on the Left was the movie that we did this time around. And I gotta say, man, this is a very disturbing movie in general.
It's uncomfortable.
It really is. You want to play? Jason's playing.
All right.
Jason's playing. Can anybody beat Jason? I don't know. He might be unbeatable. I got a good game for tonight.
Let's go. Let's try to go 4 in a row. Jason's going for 4.
Jason's going for 4. That's good. It's good. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking here. If, like I said, if anybody wants to be a contestant in tonight's game, all you got to do is answer questions. You have to have yourself a smartphone or a laptop or a computer with a webcam and a microphone, I guess. Yeah. And
preferably
earbuds. Yeah. Or earbuds. If you've got earbud there, I'd be really happy. That would make me very happy.
Yeah. I
don't know why I didn't even like the movie, but I love dogs.
Saw the one who played baseball though. That was good.
Which one was that?
I don't know.
Airbud 4? I don't know. Say it's America's pastime. When a dog's playing, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, you have a little while if you're in here watching to go ahead and become a contestant in the game. And if you win, you will get to pick next week's movie. Actually, it'll be the week after's movie. Next week will be a replay because I will be on tour. And so far, I haven't found anybody who wants to take my place on From the Slab. And I don't think anybody can. I think I'm one of a kind. I think I'm a one of a kind, Chris. Yeah. As are you.
I think there's a second to me out there.
There is one guy.
Yeah.
There's one guy. I mean, I look like a lot of other people because I'm bald. But that's only because I'm bald. Dude. Buddy. All right. So once again, tonight's movie, let's see where we're at here. Tonight's movie is The Last House on the Left. This was actually, we'll talk about it after you do the synopsis, of course. But yeah. I just realized we don't have like a synopsis theme.
Oh. Should have one.
We should have one. So, I don't know. Without any further ado, I think bald is beautiful, Jason. Thank you. All right, sorry. I guess it's time to do the synopsis. It is Chris's turn, so I'm going to let him go ahead and do it.
All right, Last House on the Left.
Usually I just blink out.
So we meet our heroine, Mary Collingwood, and she's talking to her parents. She wants to go to a concert in the city. They live out in the country. And she's going with her friend Phyllis, and they give her the third degree about, she's one of those hippies. You're going to do drugs and have premarital sex, and we can see your nipples. That's kind of weird.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So they decide to let her go anyway because she's a late teenager, and that's what teenagers do. They go in the city and see concerts.
They do.
Yeah. And her mom gives her a peace symbol necklace to keep her safe.
And to make sure she doesn't become violent.
Yes.
from the band that sounded like a heavy metal band.
The Tugboats?
No, it wasn't the
Tug Nuts. Lug Nuts.
No, it was like the Slam Nuts or something.
Yeah. There was nuts in there.
Yeah. It was 1972.
Yeah. Not a lot of aggressive stuff back then.
But it sounded aggressive. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. Sounded very violent.
So Phyllis and Mary, they head into the city. And on their way, they're in the car. They get an exposition dump via news report about a prison escape. And there is some violent criminals led by the sadistic Krug. And he's a rapist and a serial killer. And his heroin-addicted son named Junior. And a child molester and murderer named Weasel Podowski.
Weasel Podowski.
And they're accompanied by a floozy named Sadie. Yeah, that's the best way to describe her.
Sadie.
Yeah. And so before the concert, Mary and Phyllis, they're like, hey, let's score some weed. So they encounter Junior, who Krug had sent outside in order to even the ratio of males to females in their hideout by kidnapping some females.
And by the way, we're doing a fabulous job.
Oh,
fabulous!
Thank you.
It's a fantastic job.
Realistly TV. Thank you.
It's not a hard word. Not realistly, anyway. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So, Phyllis and Mary encounter Junior. They try to buy some weed off of him, and Junior's like, "Well, come upstairs. My friends, they can sell you some weed." And when they get upstairs, they lock the door, and they're like, "Nope, you ain't leaving.
You ain't leaving."
Yeah. Phyllis tries to escape, and she tries to reason with him, say, "Hey, we're not going to say who you are. We won't say anything."
Which is pretty good reasoning.
Never saw your face. And it's like, no, you're staying. And then they gang rape her.
They do. Hold on, I think we need to do a shot because this is where it starts getting very disturbing.
Yeah, this is where the movie gets rough.
Oh. What's going on here? All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, while Phyllis is getting gang raped, we cut to Mari's family, and Mari's family is setting up a birthday celebration for Mary.
For Mary.
They're getting a cake ready and hanging up decorations.
As you do.
Yeah.
As you do.
We cut to the next morning. Mary and Phyllis are tied up. They carry them to the car, shove them in the trunk, and they drive them off into the woods. When they get out of the trunk, Mary sees the mailbox for her home. And she realized, hey, we're really close to my parents' house.
She's like, hey, rapist, we're in my neck of the woods. Ah!
She doesn't say it.
She doesn't say it, but she
doesn't say it.
She's pretty excited.
But you see it on her face. So they drag him out in the middle of the woods, and they force Phyllis to piss herself.
That was rough.
This is where the movie gets very rough, and they force Phyllis and Mary to perform sexual acts on each other.
Yeah. At first he was trying to get him to hit her.
Yeah,
get her to hit her, and then
punches her right in the stomach.
And Junior got upset, and he's like, "Man, you're gonna get somebody killed. Why don't you just have them do each other?"
Yeah, it's
Well, it seemed like the lesser of the two evils, maybe.
So Krug goes off to take care of some stuff and leaves Junior, Sadie, and Weasel to watch the girls. And Phyllis distracts the kidnappers and whispers to Mari, "Hey, I'm gonna make a run for it and distract them. You take off and save yourself." And she gets really upset by that, and Phyllis just takes off. Sadie and Weasel chase after her. Junior stays behind to guard Mari, and or Mary. Mary,
it's
an
but
I.
it's Mary.
Yeah.
It is. I guess.
Mary tries to talk to Junior and gain his trust, and she gives him a new name, calls him Willow.
Yeah, like a hippie name.
Yeah,
like
real
nobody
hippie
named
name.
Willow could hurt anybody.
Right. It's a peaceful name, and she gives him her necklace.
It's a necklace.
The peace symbol necklace.
Peace.
And meanwhile, Phyllis stumbles upon a cemetery, and she is cornered by Weasel and stabbed. And then she crawls to a nearby tree, and
she's almost at the street too.
Almost there. She sees cars.
She sees them
and is just stabbed to death.
She can smell the exhaust, man.
Yeah. Stabbed to death.
And they were playing with her guts and such.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mary convinces Junior to let her go, saying, "Hey, my dad can hook you up with some methadone. He can get you your fix. If you just come with me, let me go, I'll make sure you're okay." He's like, "Oh, I like drugs. Drugs are good.
Drugs are good.
Drugs are good.
Drugs are good.
Let's go.
Let's go get drugs."
But Krug finds him, and yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, Krug finds Junior and Mary, and he's very disappointed in Junior. And so they decide to torture Mary. Krug carves his name into her chest.
Spelled it right.
Ish. I mean, is there a right way to spell Krug?
There is definitely a wrong way.
And then while she's bleeding, rapes her.
Oh.
Thanks for the movie, Jason.
Oh.
And
the rapings.
So after that's over, Mari goes, away from the group and is just vomiting out of just sickness what she endured. And she starts saying prayers and walks to a lake that's nearby and just starts treading water. And Krug shoots her and shoots her and shoots her.
And nobody seems to hear it but the dog.
The dog hears it. So the criminal group.
Hold on one second. That one would just be because of the raping. I can't. I honestly, it was. This is a horror movie. This is a horror movie right here.
This is a horror movie. Yes.
Here, finish this.
Yeah. So, the criminals, the rapists, the murderers, they change out of their bloody clothes into some nice clothes that they have. They take a bath in the lake that they had just murdered this poor girl. And they travel to Mari's parents' house. And they call themselves traveling salespeople. saying that, hey, we blew a rod in our car, and the nearest garage shop is closed for the evening. So the Collingwoods let them stay overnight. They seem reasonable enough. Cook them dinner and everything. And then the gang finds photos of Mary and realize that, hey, that girl we killed, this is her parents' place. And they get some kind of equal amounts of excitement and anxiety over knowing that. So Junior starts going through a heroin withdrawal, and Mary's mom, Estelle, goes into the bathroom to check on him, and sees the peace symbol necklace that she had given Mary before she went to the concert. And then later she starts going through their luggage and sees all the blood-soaked clothes that they had taken off. And apparently they have thin walls because they could see that, or she could hear that the gang is talking about, hey, we murdered their daughter.
You murdered my daughter.
So, overhearing all the details that they were talking about, the gang, or Mary's parents, decide to go to the lake.
It was much easier back then.
Well, especially in the woods like they are.
Yeah,
and especially with the incompetent ass cops.
Fucking Barney Fife forever.
Barney Fife was a better cop than these two.
He was.
So Mary's parents go into the woods by the lake, and they see Mary's body had washed up to shore. And
are you sure? Sorry.
Yeah.
Bad.
And at first they try to resuscitate, but they're like, there's nothing we can do. She's gone.
Right.
And at that point they decide to take revenge.
Dun dun dun.
This is where the movie gets exciting. So Estelle seduces Weasel, takes him out, for a walk.
The names are killing me.
Yeah. It's Wes Craven's first movie.
I know, Estelle and Weasel, good.
So Weasel, she's like, hey, how about Blowy? And she starts going down on him and bites his dick off.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He deserved it. He's a weasel.
Yeah, he is a weasel.
And he got tied up.
Yeah. And then she just leaves him to bleed to death. It's implied that she swallowed it too, which is...
I don't know if it's implied. She got up and it looked like she threw up.
Yeah.
So she might have spit it out when she was throwing up.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy that she had to bite the dick off.
Right.
She felt like biting the dick off was the thing to do at the time.
Right. And John starts home aloneing the house.
He did home alone that house.
He home alone the house, shaving cream on the floor.
Can I stop you for a second? He goes into the basement, right? And he's looking around, and he picks up like a what was it? It was like a little wrench or something. And he picks it up, and he's like, no, and he picks up a garbage can lid. He's like, no, this isn't gonna work. And then he turns around and picks up the shotgun off the wall. Like, maybe the gun would work, I guess. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
That reminds me of 2 wheels, 4 wheels, 8 wheels. So John takes his shotgun and he home alones the house by electrifying doorknob, shaving cream on the floor, and a tripwire, and goes into Krug and Sadie's room, shoots at him, and Krug escapes into the living room and overpowers John. And Junior's got Krug's gun and is going to shoot him, saying, you know, hey, I can't take this anymore. You have to go. And Krug's like, you know what? Just pull the trigger. And Junior's not doing anything. He goes, fuck it, turn the gun on yourself and blow your brains out.
Blow your brains out.
And Junior does it. Junior kills himself with Krug's gun. So
Junior.
Krug attempts to flee, but he gets electrocuted by the
he got totally Joe Pesci.
Yeah, he gets electrocuted by the doorknob. And in the meantime, Mary's mom or Mary's dad had disappeared and had grabbed a chainsaw. Sadie takes off out the back door, horrified of everything that's going on, and is thrown into a swimming pool by Estelle, and then has her throat slit and dies in the pool in a great death.
In a great Sadie-like death.
John and Krug have an epic battle with the chainsaw, and as the cops bust through the door, he is just finishing off Krug with the chainsaw. And yeah, that's Last House on the Left.
Oh, and the cops show up.
Yeah,
Finally.
that's what I said.
The cops showed up, and they didn't know what to do with all this chainsawing and the dick bitings and the whatever.
Yeah.
So first off, I want to go ahead and do this because this guy has to talk. Then we're going to discuss this movie just a little bit. Hey there, kids. Don't forget, if you're watching right now and you're in the chat, go ahead and share this with everybody you know. So my question is, why haven't you clicked that share button yet? Go ahead and do it. We want to see more people in here. We want to talk to your friends. We want to talk to you. I want you guys fighting with each other over things. This is going to be fun. Click the share button. All right, boys and girls, we also, in the meantime, if you'd like to be a contestant in tonight's game and get on here, we've only got one contestant so far. That doesn't make for much of a game, but we'll figure it out one way or another. Yeah. But if you'd like to be on the game tonight, go ahead and put it right there in the comments. Say, I want to play the game, or just say game, and that's fine too. Now, I will say about The Last House on the Left. I really like this movie. I mean, I think it's a very effective horror movie. It's Wes Craven's first film.
Yeah.
It was his student film, actually.
Yeah.
And
was it a student film or was he already a teacher? It
was a student film, but it didn't hurt that they knew Sean S. Cunningham,
was producing.
And he produced it. Yeah. And Steve Miner, who did Friday the 13th, did a lot of the work on the film in the background.
Well, I mean, that's still 8 years away.
But they were going to school together,
right?
Although West, please share. Thank you,
yes,
Seth.
thank you,
Seth. But no, it's really kind of neat. There was a lot of, I mean, the thing that made this movie so effective was there's no monsters in this movie. There's no. Everything in this movie technically could happen.
Yeah.
And honestly, the brutality of this movie, and it really is brutal. It's brutal as hell. Really makes it work. Juxtaposed with all of the music, which is so campy and it's like it's all really just,
and it's all written for the movie too.
All written by Krug.
Co-written by Krug. Yes.
Well, it said all original music by David Hess.
Yeah.
And that's him. And another fun fact, Krug. When Wes Craven was in high school, he mentioned that he had a bully named Fred Krueger.
Yeah.
That's how he got Krug's name. That's how he got Freddy Krueger for Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's pretty neat. Just saying.
Yeah.
So that's kind of neat. Also, but I have to say it, I'm partial to this because most of the woods scenes in this movie were filmed in my backyard when I was growing up. Where I was not. I'm only 18. But no, I was not alive in 1972. I was alive in 1973. But it was filmed in my backyard, and everything else was filmed around my area where I grew up, and that made the movie a little bit scarier for me when I first saw it.
I bet
it did. I mean, I wasn't worried about it. Nobody wants to rape me, although a lot of people want to watch me piss myself.
Yeah, this was I hadn't seen this movie in about, I don't know, close to 30 years. It's an uncomfortable watch, but it's great in that way that it shocks you and it exhilarates you and it makes you feel things for characters, what good or bad. You feel fear and sympathy for, the protagonists, and you feel you hate these characters. You hate the gang.
Thing is, you even see it in the villains that there's moments where it was really well filmed. There was moments where you could see the villains kind of take stock of what they're doing and almost question themselves, and then just continue to plow through it because
they're in too far.
They're in too far, and that's the way they are. And it's just, I mean, it's really good. Hold on one second. Let's see.
I have not seen Run,
Bitch, Run. Is that the one in the desert, bro?
But if you play the game and win the game,
very brutal,
then we can watch Run, Bitch, Run.
It may be the first movie with a bitten off dick. Not the last. Not the last by any means. No. But might be the first dick biting.
Probably. There's another little...
I think a guy named Richard was bitten in a movie before that. But never a dick. And he was never bitten off.
There's another little not so fun fact. The scene where Mary is executed in the lake is inspired by some photographs taken during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And Wes Craven has said that, part of the brutality of the movie is kind of what the culture was feeling at the time with the Vietnam War.
Yeah, it said it was inspired by true events, but what he really meant was he saw some pictures of the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And I guess that's inspired by true events.
Yeah.
It was a little misleading.
And you could also see the influence of this movie down the road, because it's not a very short line between Krug's gang and the Firefly Clan.
True.
There is a very, very short line in between those two.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But Rob Zombie has always been.
I'm just saying.
He's a creature who wears all of his influences on his sleeves, especially directing a movie.
Oh yeah.
And it's really nice to see that happen.
And it's a style of cinema that we don't see much anymore, where movies are just edited to death. Edited.
Yes.
Movies are edited to death, where any one scene has 40 or 50 cuts.
Yeah, that's very true.
You never really hang on a scene, on a moment, and Wes Craven knew how to do that, to hang on a moment, to show brutality and to see, to show actual horror.
Oh yeah, no, there was a lot of well thought out scenes in this movie.
And there was that, and little bit of extra legacy of Last House on the Left. In the first Evil Dead movie, in the basement, there is a poster of Last House on the Left.
Yes, there is.
Which in turn, in A Nightmare on Elm Street, Nancy has a poster of the Evil Dead
yes,
on her wall. And then in Evil Dead 2, there is a Freddy glove over the door in the workshed.
Yes. Yes. It just keeps going on and on. Hello, Paula Trigg. How are you? It's good to see you. I mean, you're kind of small in the corner for us, but we miss you. It's good to see you. All right, we're still looking for game contestants for tonight's game. We've got Jason Ashby waiting in the wings. Let's bring him on just to say hi. Hi, Jason. Just wanted to say hi. I invited you a little early because I figured what the hell. Right. But you looked a little lonely, and I was like, let's say hello. Hi.
That's all right. Hello.
All right, guys. If you think you can beat this handsome gentleman.
Oh, he has been drinking a lot.
Who's been drinking a lot?
He's been drinking a lot.
Oh, Chad. Oh, he's ready. So, sorry about that, Jason. I got to get back to this, but we'll get back to you in just a few minutes, okay?
All right.
We got to find somebody to play you.
All right.
This will be good. All right. So anyway, I give this all 4 horns up. This gets them all. It gets them all. I like, honestly, there's so many rapins in this movie that I don't want it to get them all, but it does, because it really was effective. And it, and this is that. I mean, right? Am I wrong? Okay. Here's our horrible thought of the week. Ooh. Everybody, and welcome to your horrible thought of the week. Here we go. Here we like to find out who in the chat is sicker than who. Usually depends on how horrible the thought is. So here we go. Okay, you're on the run. You pose as respectable people and accidentally spend the evening and sleep over with parents of one of the girls you have just killed. You have a member of your group who is a heroin junkie. Who would you give him a fix? Who's a heroin junkie? Would you A, give him his fix so he can behave semi-normally? B, keep it from him just to be a dick, jeopardizing your own situation? Or C, kill everyone in the house, including the junkie and parents, realizing you're better off on your own living in a foreign country with no extradition? All right. So what do we think?
Oh, you're right. You are right. You are right. It was a Hills Have Eyes poster.
There was a Hills Have Eyes poster.
I got my Wes Cravens mixed up.
Paula says she would do C for sure. I think C is probably the best bet too, to be honest with you.
You're not wrong.
I mean, you've just raped everyone. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to do?
It is mentioned once or twice in the movie that they are trying to make their way to Canada.
Hello, Delilah. C is the best answer.
C is the best answer.
Well, let's see what Jason wants to say. Jason, you're actually on here. What would you do?
I mean, it's kind of a toss-up between B and C, but C makes the most sense.
C does make the most sense. Thank you, Jason. We'll be right back with you. All right. Very good. Anybody else? We've got 2 out of all of you millions of people. We got a private chat going on. Jason says C right there in the private chat. All right, we're getting private. Ooh, bow, bow, wow. All right, that's cool. That's all right. Yeah, that's about it, I think. That was our horrible thought of the week. Brought to you by this thing. All right. We still need one more contestant to at least make this a game. Otherwise,
or we're just gonna play trivia with Jason, and he's gonna pick a movie.
we could do that too.
Or if he loses, I'm gonna pick a movie.
Oh, tell you what, since you don't know the damn questions.
Oh, I don't.
I wonder. Hey, Jason, on the count of 3, I want you to say hello. When I count to 3, I want to find out how much the lag is.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
All right, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that with Chris now. Chris, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
About the same.
I heard him immediately.
They're like right away, right? The same
Yeah.
way. All right, good. Well, it looks like it might be Chris versus Jason tonight. This is scary. But don't worry, I've been trying to get him drunk this whole time.
You look like you might slowly be succeeding.
Well, I'm home, so we're good.
Yeah?
All right.
Oh,
Just in case I do happen to win, that's an if. I do already have a movie lined up.
I want you got to keep it to yourself.
Yep, I got it.
It's got to be the surprise, man. If that's the whole thing about this. All right. I've got questions which I can't let him see.
I'll turn this way.
Yeah, you turn this way. Look, he's all turned now.
Yeah.
And it is time to play. What's the damn answer? Here we go.
For the love of God, what's the damn answer?
Like I said before, I just don't know. I don't know what. It's just like I thought about it, but I just didn't know anything. When you get asked a question about that whole movie, what's the damn answer? When you get to thinking, you might just know the answer. What's the damn answer? What's the damn answer?
Hello, everybody. It's time to play What's the Damn Answer right here on From the Slab, the only game show that dares to ask the question, what's the damn answer? All right. Tonight we've got Chris versus Jason. It's not quite Freddy versus Jason, but it's close.
He's got the shirt.
He's got his Freddy's Dead shirt. Okay, so guys, you know the rules.
Yep.
You have to raise your hand when.
Let me make sure I got the right hand.
Okay. Is this a pen? No, it's not a pen. This is just it's a whammy bar. It's just a random whammy bar and a kazoo. That's what he has. He doesn't have a pen. He's got a whammy bar and a kazoo. It's a desk, by the way. This is a desk. This is what I need to be able to keep score.
I have chalk.
White chalk? It's white paper, bro. I'm not gonna write on your desk.
It's chalk.
All right. So okay. Let's see. C for Chris.
It works.
J for Jason.
And full disclosure, I have not seen the question
At all. So we've got as many questions as I have on these papers.
Okay.
And here we go. Here's question number 1. What horror movie is cited as the scariest movie of all time? It will scar you for life and leave you haunted by the effects by IMDb. Chris.
Sinister.
No.
Fuck.
Jason, you have a chance to steal.
Psycho.
No. But thanks. Both of you didn't get it.
What was it?
The Exorcist.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Does make
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense.
Here's a repeat question from weeks and months ago. What is the first ever horror movie? You're still not going to get it. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get it.
Oh, I remember the question too. I just
I know you do. You don't remember the.
Oh,
What's
realist.
the damn answer? What?
You're late, realistically, TV.
Okay. I need to send you an invite. How do I do that? No, he's too late. Right?
Yeah, you're too.
I think you're too late.
Come back in 2 weeks, and you can play the
2
game.
weeks, definitely. We want you there. We do want you, but we already started.
And we're running short on
And we're
time.
running. Well, because of the networks.
Yeah.
All right.
By networks, it's a 4 o'clock.
So I'm going to ask this question again. Why don't you raise your damn hand if you have the damn answer? What's the first ever horror movie?
It's the wrong answer,
Okay, Chris.
but I'm gonna say Haxon.
No,
No, I know it's
the wrong answer. Wrong answer. All right. Yeah.
Dolores Claiborne.
No. But thanks for playing. All right. It was The House of the Devil. House of the Devil, made in 1896.
They had
Wow.
movies in 1896.
They did. They had the movie House of the Devil for sure.
It had to be a silent movie.
It probably was not very quiet. It was silent. But nobody they weren't. It was.
Well, they didn't have talkies, so
They didn't have talkies. No. So all right, here we go. Question number 3: which horror movie begins with 5 friends heading out to rural Texas to visit the grave of their grandfather? Of a grandfather. Once again, which horror movie begins with 5 friends heading out to rural Texas to visit the grave of a grandfather? Score is 0-0. Somebody got to get something.
Oh,
Jason's got it.
This is a guess. Devil's Rejects.
No.
Texas Chainsaw 3D.
I wish I had Chris to go to for a judge's decision on Chris's answer here. So I guess I'm going to have to be judicious. No.
Okay.
It is, in fact, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, I didn't know it was the first one.
The first one. That's where they were headed. You know what? This would be an easier game with more drinks, but we're out of drinks. I wish for some reason somehow this would magically get filled. I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Question number 4. So far, the score for those of you not aware, the score is 0-0. All right, here we go. What color is present in almost every shot of The Shining? Chris.
Orange.
No. Jason, what color is present in almost every shot of The Shining?
Purple.
No. Okay, the answer is red.
Oh,
Red.
shit.
Is it? My chalk broke. My fucking chalk broke. No, there's enough. I can still use it. It's chalk. If it breaks, I use both ends. I can 4 chalk now. 4 chalk. 4 pieces of white chalk. All right.
You're marking the paper with chalk.
I got no pen. I got no pen. I got no drink. This is a hard game.
Professionalism.
Yeah. We're not asking you to please do not put in answers. Or you can, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Evil Dead was wrong, by the way. But you know what? I'm having fun. All right, here we go. Score is still 0. And if neither one of you answers the question, I pick next movie. Here we go. 5. Scream is a horror slasher franchise that includes 5 movies. What year was the first movie released? Chris.
1996.
Oh, we are no longer. Chris gets 1 point there. Sorry. Jason, you don't feel like you got shorted out because he's right here, right?
No.
He doesn't know the questions ahead of time. I just want to make sure that like there's no
No.
delay.
Because I would have had the answer wrong. I would have said
I
97.
wouldn't have waited until question 5 to answer one right.
You might have, just because you're a sneaky bastard. And that's okay. Here we go. The story for Final Destination was actually an abandoned idea for an episode of which TV show? Final Destination was an abandoned idea for which TV show? Chris?
Supernatural?
No, but thanks for trying. Jason?
Man.
I'll give you a hint. It was a TV show on TV.
Lost?
No. But they were both very good questions. Very good tries.
What was the answer?
The answer was the X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That makes sense.
Huh.
All right, here is the stupidest question ever, so get your hands ready. Which horror movie will you hear the iconic line, "Here's Johnny"? Jason.
The Shining.
Yeah. Jason, it's 1-1 now. It's tied. This is a feverish thing. Right now, this is hard. This is difficult. All right, are you ready? Here we go. All right, here we go. The Academy Awards have been running for more than 90 years and have given horror movies 3,000 possible Oscar wins. How many Oscars has the genre actually won? This is a good question.
That's not fair.
That's totally fair.
It depends how you define it.
It won an Oscar. That's how you define it. It's a horror
No,
movie.
it depends how you
Horror adjacent movie. Jason.
This is a stab in the dark. 13.
Wow, that would be awesome if that was so true. It's
I know.
not.
But I just like,
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Like 13 horror movies. But that's cool. Chris, you get a chance to steal this one.
Between 1 and 3,000.
It is 1 in 3,000. And you know it's not 13. So you have a 1 in 2.
I'm trying to add up
You have a 1 in 2,999.
all the horror movies I know that have won Oscar. I don't know of all of like the effects and music and whatnot.
Yeah, that Here's Johnny was pretty easy, Paula.
I'm gonna have to go with 22.
Both you were really, really close. It was actually 18. 18
okay.
number. All right.
Because I know it's probably the bulk of that is Exorcist and Silence of the Lambs.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it's 18.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. I think it's easy.
That's a really good question.
Y'all may not. So let's see what happens here. Which horror movie was the real launch for the acting career of Hollywood legend Johnny Depp? Chris.
Wait. Repeat the question?
Which horror movie was the real? You have to answer this anyway.
The real launching pad.
Yeah, the real launch pad for the acting career of Hollywood legend Johnny Depp.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
It was a weird, oddly worded question. Yeah.
Weirded question.
Weirdly worded question.
If only there was someone who could bring us more of this beautiful juice.
They're not watching.
They better be. All right, here we go. Question number 10. Score is 2-1. Chris is in the lead, but Jason, it's still anybody's game, bud.
Yeah.
Anybody's game. All right, here we go. Which 1999 supernatural horror movie took only 8 days to shoot? Chris.
Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project. Just making sure, Jason, you can hear me correctly,
Yeah,
right?
I can hear you.
But I just, like I wanted this as fair as possible.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I don't necessarily. Side note: I don't consider the Blair Witch Project a horror movie.
Oh.
I don't.
Horror or horror adjacent.
It's
horror adjacent.
It's just like Brian doesn't consider Seven a horror movie.
I don't.
Well,
I consider that more of a
thriller,
it's
yes.
horror adjacent.
Horror, no.
It's horror adjacent, though.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Is Jaws a horror movie?
Jaws? Yeah, or it's a disaster movie.
It's a fucking horror movie.
It's a horror movie, or it could be a disaster movie.
Is it scary? It's a horror movie.
Was the Towering Inferno scary?
I never saw it.
Well, it could have been. For if you
Charlton
were ever in a
Heston?
fire.
Charlton Heston?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember Shirley MacLaine. Not Shirley.
Charlton
Shirley,
Heston.
the big fat Shirley.
Yeah. Charlton Heston. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Drinks.
That says drunks. We're professional here on.
We are professionals here from the Slab. That's why the network hired us. All right. Here we go. Which paranormal horror movie is often cited as one of the most profitable movies of all time? Which paranormal horror movie is often cited as one of the most profitable movies of all time? Jason.
The Poltergeist.
Ooh, no. Go ahead, Chris.
Damn.
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal
Yeah.
Activity.
Fuck that movie.
Fuck that movie. I hated that movie.
I had both of those in my head, but Poltergeist came out first.
All right. Well, I understand that.
Paranormal Activity was made for like under 50,000.
It was really, yeah.
Wow.
It
was fucking.
It was literally shot on
that-
those video cameras you saw.
that last like effect shot at the end was the most expensive part of that movie,
Okay.
and Universal added that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was stupid cheap.
By the way, Chris, I need you to pick these glasses up and go to the door. And we have to go to a quick commercial break for the network sponsors all right. So my question is, why haven't you clicked that share button yet? Go ahead and do it. We want to see more people in here. We want to talk to your friends. We want to talk to you. I want you guys fighting with each other over things. This is going to be fun. Click the share button. All right.
Yeah,
You were supposed to come back with stuff. They just
it just took
took them? Just took them?
took him.
All right. I don't even want to ask this question, but this is another giveaway question. So get your hands ready. What is the... Oh, was that the door?
No.
I thought it was. I thought I heard the door knock. What is the famous quote from The Sixth Sense? Jason.
I see dead people.
Jason's got one. All right. I don't know what happens at the door there, but this is the door of... Did you guys pee in those shot glasses? All right, this is a good show tonight. I'm having fun. All right. Open my papers. You don't know nothing.
4-2.
4-2. And I think you have to drink this because it's 4-2. Still anybody's game. There's still time for you to catch up, Jason. And there's time for me to try to slow this motherfucker down. All right. Here we go. Which modern horror movie is described by MovieWeb to magnify racism on a very deep level? Yes, sir.
Get Out.
Fine, I'm going. Yes, it's Get Out. Get Out is the movie.
Yeah. I was thinking of a different movie, but I was
That's
thinking of
okay.
American History X.
And it also
American
could have-
History X, but that's not a horror movie.
It could have
I
also
know.
been his next one.
Although I think horror Nazis can be pretty horrible. You know, I
Yes.
mean, I really do. So
I think that's the most horrible.
I think that's you don't really get more horrible than being a Nazi.
So
Unless you're like a rapist Nazi.
does that make Raiders of the Lost Ark a horror movie?
Everything's a horror movie. If you're watching in my house, everything's a horror movie. All right, here we go.
Is the Last Crusade a horror movie?
No. Yes, it is. I mean, it was a horror movie.
Whoa.
Oh, I love that movie, actually. Jennifer, hi. Everybody say hi to Jennifer. Ready? Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
All right, there we go. All right, it's about time you got here. We missed you. What movie does review website Rotten Tomatoes have as its #1 best horror movie of all time? With the intro, Hitchcock didn't just create a modern horror, he validated it. You want me to reread the question?
No.
Chris was up first.
Psycho?
It was Psycho. It was.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it definitely
It seemed
was
too
Psycho.
obvious.
It seemed
Well,
obvious, but nothing's obvious. We don't know this.
I mean,
Right?
but it very easily could have been the Birds.
So Chris is at
Or
6.
it could have easily been Rear Window too.
It could have been, yeah, exactly.
All right. Jason,
I
we're
know.
getting
I'm
down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions.
Mhm.
And it's
Chris
6
is
to
sitting.
2.
Chris is sitting at 6. You are sitting at 2. You can get this. You can win this, and I have faith in you, sir. All right. So let's see what happens. Yeah, these get hard. Oh shit! Sorry. Which horror movie is frequently regarded as one of the worst ever created, with even the New Yorker describing it as one of the strangest and worst things to come out in the last 25 years? This is a tough one. I don't think either one of you is. Maybe Chris.
Plan 9 from Outer Space.
No. Jason.
Man,
The worst.
the worst. Wow.
The worst ever created. Even the New Yorker describing it as one of the strangest and worst things to come out in the last 25 years.
Oh God, there's a few that you
The
pick
answer
from.
is going to be something really great.
I liked the movie, but most didn't.
Man,
It's 25 years.
God,
You can come close.
man.
You can get in the
I
shot.
I don't want to be.
Well, you're not.
seen
Don't worry. I'm
near the
holding this.
questions.
Can you read backwards through a piece of paper?
No.
Okay, then you're all right.
Man,
You
I
can
don't know.
literally just guess anything.
Child's Play.
No. The answer, my friends, is blown in the wind. All right, next question.
What?
What?
No, it's The Happening. The Happening.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Marky Mark
nobody likes that.
and
movie.
the Funky Bunch.
Nobody likes
I
that
liked
movie.
the movie.
You didn't like
I
that.
He just wanted to see Mark Wahlberg.
I liked it.
Nobody likes that movie.
I like Mark Wahlberg.
I like Mark Wahlberg too, but that
I
doesn't
like the
make
movie.
it
I
a
like
good
Zoe
movie.
Deschanel.
Oh, I like Zoe Deschanel too.
Yeah.
but that doesn't make.
I like that movie. It's got John Leguizamo in it. What do you want?
Oh,
It's a good movie.
I am a sucker for some Leguizamo.
See, it is a good movie.
Okay.
Anyway, what?
Wait! But you didn't like the menu,
No, because it sucked.
but it had Leguizamo in it.
I know, and
Yeah.
that it pains me to hate that. But I've had sex and didn't like it before too, and that pains me to say because I like vaginas or whatever. All
I'm
right,
not touching that one.
touch it if you want. I mean, anyway. Here we go. Which 1931 movie has a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and is said to still be unnerving to this day?
1931.
1931 movie. Jason,
Dracula.
you had a choice.
Yeah, I
You made
know.
that choice, and it was the wrong one, sir. Go
Mhm.
ahead, Chris.
Yep.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, it was Frankenstein. All right. Chris gets one more point.
7-2.
That's 7-2.
Dracula was 1932.
Was it 32? Okay.
Oh, is that why? Is that why
Yeah.
you missed it? Is
Well,
that
I no,
why you missed
no.
it?
I knew it was early 1930s. I just couldn't remember what
I
year.
mean, you know, it
I
may
knew
have
they
been
were around
made
the
in
same time.
1931. It might have been made in 1931 and put out in 1932
Yeah,
widely,
yeah,
but still played and still originally came out in 1931. Let's not moles and trolls.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All right, Jason, you have no hope in hell of winning,
I know.
but we
That's
might
okay.
as well do the last couple of questions. This one kind of cracks me up because I'm
Uh-oh.
pretty sure I already asked it
But he's gonna do it again.
in a different way.
Okay.
In a Rotten Tomatoes survey of the scariest movies ever, which popular film won by a mile, receiving 19% of all votes?
Wait, what? Say that again.
In a Rotten Tomatoes survey of the scariest movies ever, which we need more drinks.
Yeah, more drinks.
More drinks. That'll help.
That'll help me read better.
Sure, that'll help me read better. It will. Always does. Hold on one second. Which horror movie is the highest? Well, no. In a Rotten Tomatoes survey of the scariest movies ever, which popular film won by a mile, receiving 19% of all votes? Sir, Chris.
The Exorcist?
The Exorcist.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure I asked that question earlier tonight.
Yeah, I think he did.
In a different way. It was worded differently. The thing was, I got this from the same source.
Wait. So 19% was enough to say it's scary.
No. Yeah, because of all the horror movies,
They received the highest vote amount.
that was 19% was the highest vote amount, and that makes sense because there's a lot of fucking horror movies out there, right?
Yeah, I get it. I just don't see the appeal of The Exorcist being the scariest movie of all time.
It scared me.
Maybe it's because I'm not Catholic.
I'm not Catholic, but when I saw the unrated version, the uncut version where she crab walks down the stairs,
Wow,
that scared the shit out of me.
That's another story.
That scared the shit out of me. That was pretty scary.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. 2 more questions. Jason, I want to think you could win. You can't. You
yes.
cannot. I'm
know.
not trying to make you feel bad.
No,
but
that's
you
okay.
can't win.
This is just for funsies.
This is for funsies. Which horror movie is the highest grossing of all time? The
highest grossing?
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I was reading the answer wrong. I was like, what the fuck is that? I've never even heard of that. But I got it now. Which horror movie is the highest grossing of all time with a profit of $701 million worldwide? I would imagine that's box office weekend.
Highest grossing horror movie.
Horror movie.
Not profit, but gross.
Grossing. Chris?
It Chapter 1?
It Chapter 1 is correct, Chris. I'm going to give you 2 points for that. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. You already won this thing. All right. Jason, I'm going to give you a point just because you're a good-looking fella. All right. There we go. You're still winning, but it doesn't matter. You got points. All right. Here we go. Last question. The Science of Scare Project invited 250 victims to watch 40 horror movies and measured their BPM to calculate the scariest horror movie ever, according to science. And you are not going to be right about this. Which 2020 movie took the top spot?
2020.
Yes.
Oh,
This is
Something that dethroned Sinister.
yes, and it did.
2020?
2020.
There was a movie that came out in 2020.
Yes, it came out in 2020 because it was probably made in 2018, before COVID, which is the real horror movie, kids. Don't trust your government. All right, here we go. What's next? Sorry. Jason.
Halloween Kills.
No.
No. Take
No.
a shot.
But you kill, sir. You kill. Chris. Chris.
WandaVision?
No.
Remember coming out in 2020.
Not WandaVision. The movie Host. Host.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No.
Well, maybe you guys just weren't invited. Oh,
No.
you weren't guests. Jason, thank you so much for playing.
Yeah.
Please feel free to come back
Thank
and
you.
try again next week because you are
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Yes, boys and girls, we will be back in 2 weeks. Next week, I will be on tour. We will be playing a replay of From the Slab, but unfortunately, we will not be live. And Windows Security figured out that you just erased that from the desk. Thank you once again, Jason, for playing.
Thank you very much.
Movie's going to be.
This is the first time in history I've chosen a movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What should I choose?
You should choose a movie.
I am going to choose the Scott Bakula, Famke Janssen classic that is Lord of Illusions.
We have already done it.
Both? Really?
Yes.
God damn it.
That is a good movie, though.
Has been done on From the Slab.
Oh, fuck. I had that teed up ready to go.
You thought you had it. You didn't. You didn't.
All right. Well, while I think, Brian, what do you have going on this weekend?
This weekend, holy shit. So, where do I start? This weekend, we start our Chaos for the Fly tour. Run, bitch, run. You can always pick that one. You can. I'm just saying.
Good.
We start our Chaos for the Fly tour. It starts off in St. Petersburg, Florida, actually, at Cage Brewing Company in St. Pete on Friday night. We will be there with a bunch of bands that are really, really good. I believe the Norse.
Yeah.
The Norse. We are there with Burn Forever. We're there, and there's somebody else there too. And I'm not going to claim that I have the memory to remember all these bands that we're playing with off the top of my head. But it's going to be cool. Yes! All right. And then on Sunday, we will be at Joyland Live right here-ish in Sarasota, Florida. Joyland Live, the day before Memorial Day, we will be at Joyland Live. This is the first up. We've got a band coming down from Ohio called Upon the Heavens, who's going to be doing most of this tour with us. And
who else is going to be there?
Who else is going to be there? Wrecked by Apathy. This guy will be there playing. All right. 13 cameras. That's what we want. 13. It's your number. Did he shut us off? He shut us off. You don't shut us off. I shut you off. All right. Anyway, so so Sunday, we will be at Joyland Live. Show starts at 7 p.m.
Come early, stay late. There's only 4 bands.
If there's 4 bands, if you haven't been to Joyland Live, if you're not a country fan, because that's usually what it's a country club mostly.
It used to be they're transitioning
into
trying to be all inclusive.
He fat fingered the. Oh wait, here he is. All right, I was gonna. You know what? Ah! Just kidding. I brought you back. It's all right. So anyway, so we'll be at Joyland Live, and you got to be there. It's a really cool club. It's a really great stage. It's a great place to see a show. They've got great food. They've got great drinks.
I've played on dozens of stages in my life, and the Joyland stage is one of my absolute favorites.
And this is their first heavy metal show.
This is their first heavy metal show. So we need a good turnout.
We need everyone to show up there.
So
they
can
continue to
do
do
more heavy metal shows there. Otherwise, you just get, the shitty kind of cover bands I usually play there.
So I'm going to keep going from here. Monday on Memorial Day, okay, we will be in Gainesville, Florida at High Dive, which is a great venue. If you are up in that area, you already know this.
I'm not up in that area.
Gainesville, Florida on Monday, Memorial Day, we will be at High Dive. We will also be with Upon the Heavens. We will be with our friends in Nibiru. I don't know if you remember them, but they are a really great band out of Gainesville.
The Phantom 10th Planet that's circling.
Nibiru.
Yeah.
And there's another band who is really cool, and I want to remember these bands' names. I don't remember their names. I just don't. But they're also out of there, and it's really a good thing. Then Tuesday, I'm just going to go through this because I'm not going to be back for a while.
Yeah.
Tuesday, we will be in Birmingham, Alabama. So if you're anywhere near Birmingham, Alabama, we will be at the Nick in Birmingham, Alabama. It will be Upon the Heavens. It will be Steel Panda. It will be The Dude as well. And Goon Lord, which is also another Florida band.
I like them.
They are on tour, and they are coming from the west, in, and we're meeting up. We're intersecting in Alabama at the Nick, which is going to be a lot of freaking fun. I'm telling you what. Then Wednesday, we will be in Nashville, Tennessee. We're at the 404 Bar and Grill. We will be there, and it's going to be a great show. It's a Metal and Tats show. And so there's some Metal and Tats bands. We're going to be there with Rattle Trap, which I don't know them. I don't know them, but I got to tell you, I love the name. So it doesn't matter if I know them.
Rattle your goddamn head.
There's this other band has a great freaking name, and I wish I could remember it. But they don't. And Upon the Heavens will also be there from Ohio. So this is going to be fun. So then the next night will be in Louisville, Kentucky. This is Thursday night in Louisville, Kentucky.
So you have a Wednesday off?
No, Wednesday we're at in Nashville.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay, so you're going straight to, oh, holy shit.
Wait, no. Yeah.
Tuesday you're in Nashville.
Tuesday we're in Nashville. So Wednesday we're in Louisville, Kentucky.
There you go. You fucked it up. All right, so Thursday night.
Hold on 1 second. This is ridiculous.
This Thursday, the Songaholics are going to be at Salty Jim's Island Bar and Grill in Sarasota, Weber and Beneva, 6:30, 9:30. Friday night.
Yeah, that was right.
Friday night, Thrown Together is going to be at Peggy's Corral up here in Palmetto.
Peggy's Corral. That's an awesome place.
From 7 to 11, we have a guest drummer.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Mr. Jimmy Neal from Wrecked by Apathy. He's playing drums with us. Should be a great time.
I will say I came out and saw your Thrown Together show.
You saw our Thrown Together show with Johnny Tarsha.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. Sang some stuff with us too.
Absolutely, I did.
And then Sunday, Wrecked by Apathy's playing the Joyland show. With the Dude and the Rebirth and the Upon the Heavens.
So just to recap, Friday we are at St. Pete at Cage Brewing.
Got that.
Sunday we are at Joyland Live in Sarasota.
No shit.
Yep, with Wrecked by Apathy.
Oh, wow.
Monday, we are at the High Dive in Gainesville, Florida, not Georgia. Tuesday, we're at the Nick in Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, we are at the 4 and 4 Bar and Grill in Nashville, Tennessee. Thursday,
So you have a Wednesday off.
No, I just told you. Wednesday, we are at the 4 and 4
Okay,
Bar,
okay,
4 and 4.
okay,
But you
okay.
are the one who keeps you're giving me an extra day in a week.
He give me an extra day of the
But there just isn't. So Thursday, we'll be in Louisville, Kentucky at the Barrel Room at 21st. This is going to be a fun show. I do know that we are playing with a band called the Almas there, and they are pretty darn good. They got their stuff together. They are a good band. You're going to love these guys. If you're up there in Louisville, Kentucky, you probably already know them. But if you don't, go check it out. Friday, we are in New Haven, Indiana.
The following, not this Friday, the following Friday. We're talking June now.
Yes, this is June 2nd.
Yeah.
June 2nd. Absolutely.
Making sure.
Yes. So we're there. We're there with Within Chaos and Squidhammer.
Great name. Great fucking name.
Both more death metal, which actually kind of leads us to our final date of the first section of the Chaos for the Fly tour.
The first leg.
The first leg, so to speak. The second leg will be in July. But we will be playing in Toledo, Ohio at the Main Street Bar and Grill at Toledo Death Fest, which is awesome. BT Dubs, awesome. And there's so many bands there that day. There are 2 stages, an outside stage and a main stage inside. We are on the main stage. Come early,
Nice.
stay late.
Who would have thought Toledo would have such a burgeoning metal?
Right, they've got such a
I
great
know.
scene. It's honestly some of the headliners, the Convalescents,
Nice.
Casket Robbery. There's so many. There's so many good bands there. Yeah, sexy. Let's see. Hold on, I got a flyer. All right. Summoner's Circle. Signs of the Swarm. I don't know if you're a death metal fan, you know who they are. If you're not, you don't. But if you're in Toledo, come to Toledo Death Fest. This is going to be a lot of fun. Carrion Steel, War, Hate Unbound, Within Chaos. We're playing with them again. And Squidhammer that day. Filth Spewer, Ignominious.
Filth Spewer?
Filth Spewer, Ignominious.
Oh, great name.
Cephalic, Death Hex, Pharaoh Hound, which actually I've heard of before on several different occasions.
All right.
Let's see, Extinction Agenda. This is a great show.
Oh, that's a great name too.
This is a great show. Oh yeah, and this is a great show. Toledo Death Fest is something that has been going on since 2003, and it's just grown bigger
20th
every year.
anniversary.
It's grown.
Yeah.
It's grown bigger every year. So I'm very happy to be doing that, and that is the end of our Chaos for the Fly first leg. The next leg will be in July. We'll be starting up in Connecticut, and we will be doing Orchard Fest and a bunch of other things up in Connecticut, and then we're going to be working our way down the East Coast all the way. So if you're on the East Coast, let me know if there's something you want to see.
When in July are you going to be in Connecticut?
Pardon?
When in July are you going to be in Connecticut?
We will be in Connecticut. Our first show is at Cherry Street Station in Wallingford, Connecticut, and that is on the 20. Okay, 21st is Wallingford, Connecticut. 22nd, we are in Shelton, Connecticut. at the Orchard Fest, and then we're somewhere really close to there.
So you're doing.
We're doing two shows. We're doing two shows that day. Actually, we're doing the festival, and we're doing the Cellar at Treadwell there, and then we're doing Sunday at Bleachers in Bristol, Connecticut. After that, we're
a whole weekend in Connecticut.
Whole weekend in Connecticut. I am from Connecticut, so that's usually why we do that. Because we get people. I look like I'm from Connecticut.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll be headed to Brooklyn and New Jersey, Maryland, North Carolina. Then we'll be after North Carolina, we'll be in Savannah, Georgia by that Friday. And we'll be at the Wormhole. That'll be a lot of fun. And I don't know, maybe Ocala, Florida. Maybe with
I'll be
by
there.
Apathy. You never know. But anyway, guys, we are way fucking over.
Oh yeah.
So, Jason, thank you for playing tonight.
Yes.
Thank you.
Everybody,
It's always fun.
don't forget. 2 weeks from now, we will be back. Next week will be a replay if you want to watch. If you're watching this on a replay, thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate you being here as much as you are. And come back in 2 weeks and play the game with us and try to beat Jason.
Chris, did you pick a movie?
Did you?
What did I pick?
Did you?
Did I pick a movie?
The only one I heard you pick was Lord of Illusions, and that
didn't work.
Shit!
That didn't work.
No,
No, you did not. Indy keeps sharing videos, and I
had a movie ready too. Shit. Oh fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Scream 6.
I didn't see
Go
that
new.
yet.
Scream 6.
Scream 6.
It's out on.
Oh, I'm aware.
It's either Peacock or Paramount.
It's on. It's on.
I can't remember. It's on one of the two, Peacock or Paramount, or HBO.
I don't know. I see it on the Prime Video thing.
Yeah. Scream
Maybe
6.
Video.
Yeah, Scream 6.
I'll have to watch that one. I haven't seen that one.
I'm gonna make Brian watch Scream 6. I like the Scream movies. Fuck him.
No, I love the Scream movies.
1 through 3.
6, I'm not sure. He is dead.
Did you see it yet? Did you see Scream 6 yet?
I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Okay.
Yeah, but evil never dies, so.
Evil never dies. It doesn't.
Or
Hey,
evil
thank you.
dies tonight.
Right on. We will see you on Friday. I will see you on Friday. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for coming out and being here. We love you on behalf of Chris and I and our entire staff at from the Slab. We have about 23 people in the other room who are just behind the scenes, make all of this movie magic happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get lighting like this on accident.
There's cats in there, and
There's a cat.
yeah,
There's a fucking cat.
Yeah, there's two.
Everything. All right,
Yeah.
guys, we love you all. We will see you again real soon. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jason. Good night, John Boy. All right, and goodbye.
Cover your eyes, save all your lies. You try to scratch. Movies, horror movies from the